I've done over 300 real estate deals at 23 years old. In 5 years, if I were to hit the reset button today, here's the exact steps I would do to get further where I am now, learning from the wins and losses that I've accrued over this time frame. So, my dad always used to tell me many years ago, son, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I didn't know what he meant. I thought, you got to know a lot to be a lot. Instead of thinking from the perspective, I have to know a lot of people to be a lot. Okay, now being older, let me break that down to y'all. Okay, so we all are in a market. You're in the real estate market, you're in the restaurant market, you're in the foreign exchange market. If you're making money in any type of way, you're in a market. So, what is a market? A market is where people come to facilitate the buying or the selling of certain goods and services, right? So, okay, you need somebody to buy from, and you need somebody to sell to or sell from. You need somebody to buy from. You need other people. Like, you cannot be in a market with just one person. At that point, it's not a market. So the reason you have to know people is because if you only serving yourself or only looking to serve yourself and not serving other people, then you can't make money, because again, a market definition is facilitating the buying and selling of certain goods and services. So you need other people to add value to be able to make money. Okay, Jalen, what does it have to do with real estate? I'm getting there. Just wait on me. So what I like to call money is just a certificate of value, right? The more valuable, the more people you know, the more people you're adding value to at a high level, the more money you make. That's why NBA superstars are able to make so much money just by playing a game, because millions of people are watching them play. Millions of people are tuned into them, right? That's why actors and actresses are able to make so much money, is because so many people are being entertained by their product, by their service. So I'm telling you that to say we need to start looking at money from a value perspective. So if you don't have the money that you want, how much value are you giving to other people? Again, because it's just a certificate of value. That's all money is. So when we start looking at money like that, instead of looking at money as like, okay, what can I do with the money to serve myself? Instead of looking at money, how can I serve other people to make my money go up and serve the people instead of serving the money, then our certificate of value, our net worth will go up, right? So again, Jalen, I don't understand what this has to do with real estate at all. I clicked the real estate video. You're just talking about the market. You're talking about things that don't even have nothing to do with real estate. Wait on me, I'm almost there. So, in a market, would you rather go to so let's say, for example, you make money off acquiring fish. You make money off of acquiring fish from, lakes and ponds and oceans, wherever you get the fish from. Do you want to sit there and fish yourself the whole time for fish? Or would you rather go to the fishermen and you can buy from multiple fishermen at one time? It's not a trick question, I promise. Again, if your job title was to acquire fish and you make money from the acquisition of how many fish you can get, do you want to sit there and fish all day? Or do you want to buy from the fishermen and buy from multiple fishermen at one time? You want to buy from multiple fishermen at one time, because they're sitting there using their time fishing, so you don't have to sit there and fish, and you can buy from multiple people that's doing that at one time instead of using just your time. How does this correlate to real estate? There's 3 ways to get a deal. How do you make money in real estate? Acquiring properties. That's one way to make money. As a real estate investor, you make money on the buy. So there's 3 ways to acquire. You got DTA, direct to agent. You got DTW, direct to wholesaler, and DTS, direct to seller. Doing direct to seller, that's like you sitting there fishing all day, right? That's like you sitting there fishing all day. Doing direct to wholesaler, doing direct to agent, it's like you going to the fisherman. But in order to do direct to seller deals, you have to be on the phones all day, or spend a lot of money in marketing to acquire those deals. Direct to agent, direct to wholesaler, they're spending the time and collecting the fish to sell. So my first 200 deals in real estate, I was just doing direct to seller. My first 200 deals. Just this year, we closed 40 deals in direct to wholesale and direct to agent. About 40 to 50 deals. But I'm telling y'all this because to get these 200 deals, and again, this is about rough numbers. To get these 200 deals, we were spending 40 to 60K a month to close these 200 deals. This year, we closed about 40 to 60 direct to agent, direct to wholesaler deals with a marketing budget of under $10,000 to acquire that. Just think about that, y'all. Like, it took us so much effort, so much resources, so much blood, sweat, and tears to get to these sellers versus we could have just been focusing on direct to agent and direct to wholesaler, right? So I'm telling you to say this. Another thing, these are referrals. Some of these people we did multiple deals with. With the sellers, we did one and done. We did one deal with a seller. We don't talk to them no more. We spent months hearing about their heartaches, hearing about how people screwed them over, how, life isn't fair, and we don't do one deal and don't hear from them again. With our agents and the wholesalers we do business with, we do reoccurring deals with them every month. So now you're making your business a referral-based business instead of being so dependent upon how much you spent that month, how much effort you put in. I'm at the studio recording right now. By the time I leave, I'll probably have 1-2 deals to run from people that we know. And I'm sitting here recording. I don't have to be on the phone. Yes, we still do some direct to seller because we like the diversity in our income and the diversity in our deal flow. But we understand now we rather go to the fisherman instead of going and sitting there and fishing all day. So why am I telling you this? Is because if I were to hit the reset button today, I will do more direct to agent and direct to wholesaler deals than I do direct to seller deals. The best way to get into real estate is to build a brand, build a local brand, and start buying properties early. Like if I were to hit the reset button again, I would start buying deals earlier rather than sooner. Because another reason we get some into referral business because we actually buy the deals off the wholesalers and agents. So we're providing a service for them because, they want to get off the property. They want to sell it because as a wholesaler, that's how you make money. So some deals we wholesale, some deals we buy. And you do one deal with a wholesaler and you buy the deal, you put 5K earnest money down. You do no option period. They're going to, come to you all the time. If you do a good service for people, they're going to trust you. They're going to trust you, and you're going to keep doing business with them. But Jalen, I don't have $5,000. There's something called Gator lenders that you can look up. They'll give you $5,000. You might have to pay them $1,000, $2,000 when the deal fund, but that's okay because when you got the deal, you can wholesale the deal if you can't buy it at this point. You can buy it if you have the resources now to buy it. But it's all about, pulling in the resources together because we're in a market, right? So people are making money off of lending earnest money to wholesalers. So there's so many ways that you can monetize. But again, if I were to hit the reset button, I didn't buy a deal to my first to after 200 deals. My first 200 deals, I wholesaled. I wish that I bought more of my deals for the long term, bought and hold more of my deals, flipped more of my deals because I left millions of dollars of equity on the table for an end buyer to reap the rewards of, right? So again, if I'm wholesaling the property to an end buyer, the only reason he's buying it from me is because he can make money. So instead of giving that equity to him, I should have bought it. So I wish I would have started buying deals earlier, way earlier. But Jalen, I know how the money to flip. I gave a gem last week. You can wholesale it to yourself. Let's say you have a property at 150 and you lock the deal up in holding company 1, and then you can sell it to yourself for 170 and still make 30K on a flip. Then you just make another company called holding company 2. You make 20K in between selling it from holding company 1 to holding company 2, and you still make 30K on a flip off of just wholesaling it to yourself and then flipping the property. That's a ninja tactic. I paid thousands of dollars for that. Start doing that. Start buying and holding your properties. Stop giving away all this equity. In some circumstances, yes, you're going to wholesale it for cash flow reasons, but if you could just make a quick 20K and then flip it and make 30K, Start doing that. So again, I wish I started buying deals earlier, as well as buying and holding them more, because that's building generational wealth, right? Buying and holding these properties, that's when you actually build generational wealth. That's when you can save on taxes. That's when you can save on, taxes. The biggest things, because of the depreciation you get when you front load the depreciation. There's something called cost segregation, where you can upfront all the depreciation from the home, the 27 years that the IRS will give you. So you can save 20, 30, $40,000 on one property on your taxes just by buying real estate. Because you're front loading all that depreciation on the front end, and you're showing the IRS, hey, this property is a depreciating asset. So again, those are the two biggest things I wish I would have did sooner. Another thing, I wish I would have focused on profit versus revenue, and understanding I don't need to do more deals. I just need to maximize on what I have. And let me say that again. You don't need to do more deals. You just need to maximize on the deals that you already have. From the strategies I saw, flipping it to yourself, buying and holding it. That's another thing I would have did, because another thing I wouldn't have got in the guru details, like realize like all these people that saying, hey, scale your business. I can teach you how to scale. They're just doing that to make money. Yes, some people are successful at scale, but the skills that took you to 100, 200 deals aren't by yourself. You have to develop totally new, different mindset, totally new, different skills to get the, 25, 30, 45 deals a month. Like the skills are leadership. It is, team management. It's networking. It's branding. Like that's a whole totally different skill rather than just to get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deals a month. All you need to do is learn how to acquire deals. So I wish I would have never failed for the guru tricks of more and more and more and more and more. Like it's always more and more. Yes, it is more, and I believe that we should be continually evolving, but how you go about it should be quality of deal of maximizing over the quantity of deal you got. So again, I wish I would never stop getting shiny object syndrome. Like just because the guru posts, or I closed 250K on one deal, or I closed 30 deals this month, 50 deals this month, don't get into that too much, because they're just trying to sell you a product, right? And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that. I'm just saying that, the risk that they're risking every month, some of these people, having a budget of 80, 90, 100K, like the risk of that is very, very, some people are floating on thin ice and over leveraging themselves and don't even know it. Do I say you shouldn't go for that if that's your dream? Absolutely not. I just say know that you're going to be taking a few steps back to go, a couple steps forward, or a few steps forward. So understanding not getting in the minutia, not getting shiny object syndrome, that's another thing I'll do. Another thing I'll do if I, hit the reset button was building a brand earlier. Like I'm really focused on building a brand now, because the analogy that I gave earlier about going to fishermen versus fishing, a brand is how you could attract people. And I wish I would have became a magnet brand earlier and focused on that, because when you attract people and they come to you and you're actually adding value to people, like I said earlier, we're in a market, so the more value add, the more your certificate of value is increased, as in how much money you make. I wish I would have focused on building a brand and attracting people way sooner. Like I'm just now seeing the value of a brand. So if you're watching this video, record everything. When you're trying to do something great, when you're trying to get in a new industry, real estate, Forex, Amazon, trucking, record every single thing you do and start posting on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Start posting it, because when people see that you're doing something, they see it from ground zero and seeing you build, they're going to attract to your story. You're adding value to them, so you're helping them out while also helping yourself. It helps you keep yourself accountable, and you can make money from them giving you deals. You can sell them products, right? Hey, I helped you on my YouTube video, so come by, one of my challenges. Come by a course, come by a 2-day workshop, because you added so much value for free. They will they will tear the door down to give money to you, right? Because I remember some people that I paid for masterminds, for YouTube video, for masterminds, for challenges, it's because they added so much free value to me that I didn't mind paying them. So again, I wish I would have documented my journey way more. I did a decent job, but I wish I would have focused on documenting, showing my journey earlier. A lot of people think I don't want to show off. I don't want to be a show off. I don't want to post on Instagram, social media. I don't want to, show everybody and make them, because a lot of people have the mindset of if you show another person, then they can stop your blessing. What? You can't stop nothing that God got for you. Nobody can't stop what God has for you. If you're showing them, and if you're speaking and if you're telling them what you're going to do, they can't stop what God has for you. So don't even be worried about showing people or telling people, right? So those are the 4 to 5 things I wish I did different. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the flip side.